It was a rainy evening when Sarah sat alone in her small apartment, staring at the shattered remnants of her life. Just months ago, she had lost her job, her best friend moved away, and her long-term relationship had ended suddenly. She felt broken, like a vase dropped on a hard floor, pieces scattered everywhere, impossible to repair. Tears blurred her vision as she whispered a prayer, almost out of habit. God, I don't even know how to go on. Everything feels ruined. The room seemed silent. There was no dramatic answer, no sign that her prayers had been heard. But slowly, she began to notice little things. A neighbor knocking to check on her. A friend calling to encourage her. Even a stray cat that seemed to linger by her window, reminding her she wasn't alone. And then, one morning, she opened her Bible and her eyes fell on a verse. We rejoice in our sufferings, knowing that suffering produces endurance, and endurance produces character, and character produces hope. Romans 5 verses 3-4. In that moment, something shifted. Sarah realized God hadn't abandoned her, he was working quietly, shaping her even in the cracks of her brokenness. The struggles she thought had destroyed her were actually building resilience, empathy, and a deeper faith she hadn't known before. Over the next few months, small victories began to appear. She found a new job, one that allowed her to help others and share her story. She reconnected with her faith in a way that felt authentic, not forced. And most importantly, she learned that being broken didn't mean being worthless, it meant God had more work to do, and he was patient, steady, and faithful in every piece. By the end of the year, Sarah looked back and realized her life hadn't been destroyed, it had been rebuilt. The cracks weren't flaws, they were the spaces where God had poured his love, shaping her into someone stronger, more compassionate, and more hopeful than ever. Her voice trembled as she shared her story at church one Sunday. Sometimes life breaks us, but God doesn't leave us in the pieces. He builds us back, better, stronger, and full of hope. Never give up. He's still working.